This segment of the news has been brought to you by Sun Oil Limited.
Welcome back. Following the groundbreaking of the Montage Key Resort, Marina and Residences in the Abacos on Monday, Minister of Tourism, Investments and Aviation Deputy Prime Minister Chester Cooper is confident that the rebound in the Abacos will be great, as there have been several major new investments. Minister Cooper says after the devastation of Hurricane Dorian, it is important to have new builds and restoration to increase job markets, or the job market, for Abaconians.
Recently, we announced Kokona in South Abaco, where we held a town meeting to talk about. We have another project in the south totaling about $1 billion, roughly. We have this development, which is about $300 million. There are several smaller investments, rebuild jobs in Hopetown and the rest of the Keys since Hurricane Dorian. Abaco has really been a very interesting island for investors. Much of it is restoration as a result of the damage caused as a result of Hurricane Dorian, but some of it is new build like this here. So we're excited about the rebound that we're seeing, and this development is not just a rebuild, but it's really revolutionizing really what we are seeing here in terms of development.
Minister Cooper says the government anticipates more investments for the mainland Abaco, its Keys, and other family islands as well. He says in light of these new developments, there is room for more airlines to fly to Abaco.
We have steady airlift and it's growing. Delta American, we have a new airline that's going to be providing business class seats into this area. As you know, there's a close connection with Palm Beach and the Abacos. We expect it only to grow. All of the islands across the Bahamas airlift is up. And we expect that it will match the growth that we're seeing in tourism. We're forecasting a 16% over 2019 levels up to the end of June. We can tell you that we've had a phenomenal January to the tune of 150% greater than we saw in 2022. 2022 was also a great year, almost mirroring what we did in 2019. So any increase over 2022 is significant news.
Minister Cooper emphasized the fact that airlift is the oxygen and energy for tourism, and with the government's partners, they will continue to add new airlift as it is needed throughout the country. The tourism minister also took the opportunity to respond to comments by the Grand Bahama Chamber of Commerce President James Carey. Mr. Carey said political interference is preventing the sale of the Grand Lucayan Resort on Grand Bahama. Last week, Mr. Carey told reporters that the process could have been smoother if the government was not so concerned about Bahamians being out of a job. Minister Cooper says the government is continuing to work with developers.
We are continuing to work with several developers who are interested in the Grand Lucayan Resort. We remain positive about the possible outcomes, and as soon as we have something more definitive, Lucayan Renewal Holdings Limited is going to make an announcement.
The announced sale of the property to Electra America Hospitality Limited for $100 million ultimately collapsed in the summer of 2022. The former lead negotiator, Michael Scott, suggested that the negotiations dragged on because the buyer required substantial commitments from the government on the development and reconstruction of the Grand Bahama International Airport. Since then, the government has announced that discussions are now taking place with a new, well-capitalized entity that has expressed interest in acquiring the property. Bahamas Technical and Vocational Institute, BTVI, and Nova Scotia Community College signing a memorandum of understanding to explore opportunities for collaboration to their mutual benefit. The MOU, valid for 3 years initially, outlines several potential collaborations between the two organizations. Nova Scotia Community College serves the province of Nova Scotia, Canada, through a network of 14 campuses. The college offers over 140 certificate and diploma programs ranging from 18 weeks to 3 years. If you tried to conduct business at the Parliamentary Registration Department office on Farrington Road today, only to discover that the office was closed, the general public is advised that the department was indeed closed today due to circumstances beyond their control. The good news is that the office is expected to reopen tomorrow, Wednesday, March 1st at 9:30 a.m. Officials at the Parliamentary Registration Department apologizes for any inconvenience caused. That said, the Public Hospitals Authority is also advising that effective today, February 28th, the Grosvenor Close entrance to the Princess Margaret Hospital campus is closed for a period of 2 weeks. In a statement, the PHA says this closure will allow for the removal of the island, the gates, and shed in preparation for the arrival and installation of the Special Pathogens Modular Unit. Patients and visitors accessing the hospital campus may utilize the Burnside Lane entrance or the Elizabeth Avenue entrance. The PHA also apologizing for any inconvenience caused. And finally, once again, a school from Grand Bahama, the proclaimed basketball capital of the Bahamas, comes to the capital and claims the coveted Hugh Campbell Championship trophy. On Monday night at the Kendall Isaacs Gymnasium, Sunland Stingers defeated the C.I. Gibson Rattlers 64-52 to win the 39th Hugh Campbell Basketball Championship and the Ulsworth Pickstock Championship trophy. Minister of Youth, Sports and Culture Mario Boleg made the trophy presentations. Sunland was led on the sidelines by Coach Jay Philippe and his staff. Number 24, Donnell Baisden, led the team on the court, and he was named the MVP of the championship. Sunland also won the 38th Hugh Campbell back in 2020. And that'll do it for your JCN Evening News. Once again, I'm Jcn Saunders. Thanks for joining us.
This segment of the news has been brought to you by Sun Oil Limited.